Hello everyone, this is Logray. By now, you've probably seen that a bunch of YouTube users have been changing their profile pictures to this little paperclip. This is in protest of YouTube's new content restriction policy being implemented on the 13th of August. Basically, no matter how old you said you were when you first created your account, YouTube isn't going to care anymore. Instead, they are going to be using AI to go through your watch history and decide for themselves how old you are. So even if you say that you're an adult, if you watch things like video game playthroughs or theme park videos, YouTube will decide that you're a minor and block you from watching certain videos. It will also enable digital well-being tools. The only way to prove that you're a legal adult is to show YouTube some proof of ID, like a driver's license or a credit card. On the other hand, if you say that you're a minor, but you watch videos about things like politics and cryptocurrency, YouTube could decide that you're older than you actually are. It would take some time, but if you play your cards right, you could easily manipulate the AI into showing you some videos that would otherwise be age restricted. Now, unlike some people I could name, I understand that sometimes big companies have to make decisions that benefit themselves more than their customers, even if they don't want to. It doesn't necessarily mean they're evil, all it means is that they're trying to stay in business. I'm not saying that there aren't some big corporations who only do evil. All I'm saying is that you shouldn't judge a corporation's morality by its size. Sometimes I myself have had to make difficult decisions about what I should spend my time working on, and whether or not that little grammatical error in the video that might tick some people off is really worth fixing. And I only feel comfortable saying that because you guys are the best community a YouTuber could ever ask for. So I'm usually okay with big companies trying to save money, but what YouTube is doing here is just lazy and irresponsible. They know that kids are going to abuse this new system to gain access to explicit content, and they know it's going to hurt basically every creator on the platform. But hey, a bunch of people are using AI already. We might as well use it too. As you can imagine, nobody on YouTube likes what's going on, and many creators, most notably Captain Sparkles, have already made videos explaining about how much this is going to negatively affect the platform. But, as usual, YouTube has ignored everything. As a last-ditch effort to protest these new policies, many users have been changing their profile pictures to represent this paperclip. This is Clippy, or at least that's what everyone calls him, but apparently his official name was Clippit. Anyway, this guy was Microsoft's first attempt at creating a virtual assistant for your desktop, introduced all the way back in the year 1997. Whenever you were typing something out, he would offer to help format it for you. There was just one problem. Clippy was universally hated because he would never stop interrupting what you were doing. Pretty soon, it got so bad that even Microsoft was joking about how annoying he was. By 2003, the only traces of Clippy that were left in Microsoft Office were some unused character files, and 4 years later, those were gone too. So, if everybody hates Clippy, why is everyone worshipping him now? Well, it's all because of this video by Louis Rossmann.
Whether or not you like Clippy and whether or not you liked Microsoft Office or having an operating system that had the browser built into it, the one thing that you could say, Clippy simply wanted to help. He might have been annoying, but he just wanted to help. There were no ulterior motives. If you told Clippy that you were having a bad day, he wasn't going to use that information to try and figure out which advertiser to sell you to, nor was he trying to steal your personal data or get you to purchase other Microsoft products. He had no ulterior motives. He was simply there to help. If you're with me, I ask that you change your profile picture to a Clippy.
And now, Clippy is the symbol of the YouTube revolution. At least, that's how I first interpreted it. But then I watched the video again, and I realized that Rossmann never said anything about AI age verification. In fact, to me, he just sounded like a guy who didn't like the results of the last presidential election, and now he's taking his rage out on every big company he can. But he did bring up enough good points that I still decided to follow the trend. Look, I don't care about the Epstein files. I don't care if people are using my personal data to train their robots without my consent. Right now, all I care about is YouTube getting their act together and making some smart decisions for a change. YouTube definitely needs to put more emphasis on enforcing age restriction, but this is not the way to do it. I honestly don't think this Clippy invasion is going to change anything. Like, I've seen a lot of Clippies in the comment sections, but not nearly enough to scare YouTube into walking back their policies. I mean, I'm still gonna keep my Clippy profile picture, but my hopes aren't high. So that is why, like many people, I have created a Rumble account. Rumble is another video sharing platform that allows a lot more freedom of expression than YouTube does, and a lot of people are threatening to move there if YouTube doesn't change their mind about all this. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to this guy for coming up with one of the most relatable YouTube comments I have ever seen. This is so real. Comment of the week. Gold star for you. As for what I'm gonna do, it's complicated. I definitely don't like what's happening to YouTube as a platform, but something tells me that everything is gonna work out in the end. I know it may sound mushy, but I have a feeling that somehow YouTube is going to change for the better in the near future. Maybe it will be because of some lawsuit, or maybe this Clippy apocalypse will work after all, but I think we're gonna get through this. If there's one thing I've learned from my time on the internet, it's that if somebody has enough determination, they will find a way to do anything, no matter how crazy it is. So I'm gonna be staying on YouTube for now. I'm gonna keep my Clippy profile picture, just to see how things go. I'll keep my Rumble account on standby, but if nothing changes, I might have to leave YouTube. Which is a shame, because Rumble looks cool, but it just isn't the same as YouTube, you know? And I've built up such an amazing community here. I don't want to have to ask them all to leave. I mean, a lot of them will probably do it, but I don't think all of them will. So yeah, this could go either way. I'll try to keep you updated through community posts. You can find them on my channel homepage. And that's about all I have to say on this topic. Hashtag make YouTube great again.